Hello everyone, this is the demo for the modified hybrid action rule mining method. So this is the readme file. It contains the link to the code. This is the location in Dropbox where you can find the code for this modified hybrid action rules method. So I'll go through the instructions. So this code, it contains the two Scala files. One is the main.scala, another is the algo.scala. So in order to execute the code, we need to right click on the main.scala file, and then in the run configurations we need to provide the arguments in the following order. First is the location of the attributes file, then the location of the data file, then the location of the parameters file, and finally the location of the output folder. In the algo.scala, you can set the threshold values for the subtable. For example, you can set the value as 5, 10, 15, 20, etc. If you don't get action rules generated in your output folder, then try to manipulate the support and confidence values in the parameters file. So that should get you some action rules. So let me show you the code. So here we have the main.scala. So in this, when I right click and give the run as and run configuration, you should see this arguments, and here this shows the location of each of the attributes that need to be arguments that need to be passed. So first is the attributes file. So the attributes file is the data1 underscore teamwork underscore 2020 underscore spring underscore summer underscore attributes.txt. You should find that in this code folder itself. And then the next, it shows the parameters file, so which is the data1 underscore teamwork underscore 2020 underscore spring underscore summer underscore parameters underscore s2j.txt. Next, it shows the data file, which is the data1 underscore teamwork 2020 summer fall. Use this replicated 2 times.txt. And next, finally, the output folder, which is the testing underscore student data folder. That's the name that I've given for my output folder. Okay. Then we have this algo.scala file. That's where you can manipulate the threshold value. So here you can keep the value as 5, 10, 15, etc. And it's in percentage. Okay. Next, I'll execute the code for you. So run as run configurations. So everything is set up here. So I'm clicking on run. So the console shows that the code is getting executed. Yeah, let's wait for it to complete. So yeah, the execution is completed now. So let me show you the arguments that we have passed in order to execute this code first, and then finally the output folder with the action rules. So this one is the attributes.txt file. So these are some of the attributes like teamwork, team formation, team sense of belonging, team member responsibility, etc. These are the attributes. And this file is the parameters file. So here this shows the decision attribute, and which is the student emotion, and it needs to be changed from sadness to joy. So that's our motive here. and here these two values, it shows the support and the confidence value. So we need an action rule which has a minimum support of 2 and confidence of 10. So this is the data file, which is the data1 teamwork 2020 summer fall use this replicated 2 times.txt. So now let me show you the output folder that got generated when we executed this file. So I'll refresh this area. So yeah, now we got this testing student data. So these many files got generated. Not all of these files will have the output. Let's just see which one has some of the action rules. So the action rules, they need to meet the criteria that we have specified in the parameters file. So yeah, so this file part -00005, it contains some of the action rules. So I'll go over the first action rule for you. So here it says, if the group assignment benefit, if it changes from none to all of them, then the student emotion changes from sadness to joy. So this rule has the support of 2 and confidence of 100%. We set the minimum confidence value as 10, but then here this has a confidence of 100%. So if in case you find that you are not getting the action rules generated, make sure that you give the proper support and confidence values. Sometimes giving like a very large value of for the support and confidence will lead to the action rule not getting generated. So start with the minimum value and then increase it gradually. So this is where you need to manipulate the support and confidence values. And you might get an error if, see, I've already run this code now, and my output folder is already here, this testing underscore student data. If I try to execute this code again without deleting this folder, then I'll get an error saying the folder already exists. So make sure that you clear this folder before you execute it again, or else give another name when passing the arguments. So yes, and also make sure that your data file is like this. It has to have this space in between or a comma. So you can go over that in the algo.scala and the main.scala, like what it requires. So for this thing to run, there needs to be a space between each of them. Thank you.